Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. This time we're saying hello from Japan.
We first landed in Tokyo, and from there we took the Shinkansen or the bullet trains all the way to Kyoto. Then we dropped off our luggages, and our first stop for today is Nishiki Market.
Yes, let's go. So, Nishiki Market is in the middle of downtown and it's the central market of Kyoto. So you come here and you try a bit weirder foods, but all specific to Kyoto. So basically, we're eating our way through it. Our next stop is Gion area. It's the traditional of Kyoto and it really reminds how Kyoto used to be. So we're just walking around, admiring the architecture. Alright, so for the first night, we chose to come to an izakaya. It's something like a Japanese pub, and something between pub and tapas, I guess.
Like food and drinks together.
Yes, so you get small dishes for sharing and a drink.
Yes.
So there are some family-run, more traditional izakaya, so we are in one of them, and it's perfect. Like, I highly recommend coming to one of them.
Very authentic. You get the feeling of like proper being in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. It's like now we're in Japan. Okay, so we have ordered a dish that I haven't tried before. It's basically rice with salmon and broth, and they have poured some tea on top of it. So interesting. It's good. Hello guys, from day 2 of our trip to Kyoto.
Today we are starting at the Fushimi Inari Shrine. It's a very iconic and must-visit place in Kyoto.
Fushimi Inari Shrine, dedicated to the gods of rice and sake, is the head shrine across the country. The most well-known part of this vast temple complex is the 4-kilometer pathway up the mountain that is lined with dozens of atmospheric and iconic shrines. While exploring the shrine, we came across several stone foxes, as fox is considered the messenger of Inari.
Okay, we have come for lunch to this restaurant type in Japan called shokudo. So basically these are like casual restaurants, inexpensive, that they serve more like homely food. And you mostly sit down on the floor on tatamis. So we have gotten some udon with tempura and some, it's like chicken with don. They are both typical dishes that you will find in shokudo. And there is a specific way to eat the noodles and type of noodles here. You basically need to slurp them. So let's try.
We next made our way to one of the quieter temples of Kyoto, Tofuku-ji. Tofuku-ji Temple is home to some of the most spectacular gardens and beautiful precincts. It was truly refreshing to step outside the hustle and bustle of Kyoto's most famous and crowded spots and really experience the calmness that Japanese temples have to offer. Okay, so our next stop is Gigaku-ji Temple, which originally started as a retreat place and later converted into a temple. It has gorgeous gardens with lakes around the temple and also a path to the mountain. Let's explore.
Is famous for tea and sweets, and Japan in general is famous for matcha. So we came to a tea place. So we have some nice warm tea, plus some matcha goodies like nice sweet stuff, matcha related, and we also have matcha stuff.
Matcha tea. And more sweets here.
On the way to dinner, we stopped at an arcade in downtown Kyoto where we had some fun trying to catch a few teddy bears. We headed for dinner at Ponto-cho, a narrow pedestrian-only walkway with wonderful lanterns, traditional wooden exteriors, and full of bars and restaurants.
Alright, so next stop is a yakitori restaurant. So basically, yakitoris are skewers that you can order with a variety of things. We have ordered a bunch. So for now, we have gotten the shiitake mushroom. This is how everything looks basically. And we are waiting for some more yakitoris.
The next they found us hopped on a train to explore the greater Kansai area.
Hello from day 3 in the Kansai region.
Today we took a day trip to Nara, home to gorgeous temples and literally thousands of deers.
It's behind you.
I'll give you, There, I don't have. Why? The deers are considered sacred in Nara and can be found everywhere in Nara Park. Although they are perfectly capable of finding their own food, they really enjoy shika senbei, deer crackers made from wheat flour and rice bran, happily given to them by the visitors. You'll certainly have them follow you in their search for more food, as they did with us on the way to our next stop, Todaiji Temple.
Todaiji Temple. It houses one of the biggest bronze statues of Buddha
in the world. It is over 16 meters high and it weighs 437 kg tones of bronze and 130 kg of gold.
It's massive.
After saying one last goodbye to our friends the deers and the cute little pockets of Nara, we made our way back to Kyoto and the Arashiyama bamboo forest. In order to avoid the crowds, we would recommend picking an early morning hour for your walk around the bamboo forest. We next visited the Samurai Museum, where we learned about the history, saw authentic samurai katana, and their elaborate armors. At the end of our visit, we practiced our shuriken throwing skills without much success on my end.
So, continuing our trip to Japanese culinary experience, we have come to a kaiseki. So, kaiseki is Japanese Hoite cuisine. Its characteristics are the freshness of the ingredients, that they are usually at the peak of the season. And that's why they put minimum seasoning so that you can really taste the ingredients. And it's served in courses, either 8, 10 courses, depends what you get.
One of the most integral dishes in a kaiseki is sashimi, and although I'm not a huge fan of it, I did love that one. So we made it to our next destination, Osaka, and since we made it here at night, the first stop should be Dotonbori. Let's go! Okay, so one of the most famous foods in Osaka is takoyaki, which is basically a fried bun filled with octopus. So we came for some of it.
Okay, hello from our full day here in Osaka. We are starting the day at the Osaka-jo or Osaka Castle.
So this castle was built by the general after the reunification of Japan, and it's supposed to be a display of power and might.
The original structure was destroyed and rebuilt in 1931 and refurbished in 1994. So let's go explore the castle. Alright, so one of the common restaurant types in Japan is the train or belt sushi restaurant. So we are at one of them called Daiso Suisan, and we're here for some sushi and pick whatever we like from the belt.
We then made our way to the top floor of the tallest building in Japan, Abeno Haruka's. The top floor observatory, Haruka's 300 observation deck, offers 360 views of the whole Kansai region, and it's definitely worth the visit. We then took a stroll around the city just before dusk to enjoy Osaka's daylight fading and neon lights taking over. It was very nice to explore different corners around the city and enjoy snacks along the way. For our last dinner in Osaka, we made it back to Dotonbori and Chibo restaurant to try their famous okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki is a savory pancake stuffed with pork, cabbage, cheese, and anything really. In Chibo, okonomiyaki is prepared right in front of you and seasoned in creative ways. Thank you guys so much for watching the first part of our trip to Japan. Exploring Kyoto and Osaka has really left us excited for what was yet to come in the remaining of our trip to Japan. Stay tuned and see you in Tokyo. Bye!